on. Yeah, my mic is on. Okay, so I haven't completely forgotten how to turn it on. It's still on from last time. I just don't tend to talk if you have it on, then the music covers it. I can turn the music down if you would like me to speak. I can speak. Apparently. Turn the music down, if that helps. I thought my mic was muted. It says it's muted, it's a liar. My favourite MLP episode is The Last Problem. Mine is Pinky Apple Pie. I can't remember what the normal pupils are supposed to look like. Hi Phil, do you think you'll update the Rainbow Factory Dash design to include her chest cloud? I'm not gonna lie, the first time I rigged Factory Dash, I forgot the chest clouds, and then I've just kind of left it since. You are not loving the eyes as they are right now, because they look terrible. Factory. There we go. That's what they're supposed to look like. Yoink. Does she have? No, she doesn't. You speak like a girl. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment, I think. So okay, so how am I liking Moho? I'm preferring Moho actually now. Now that I've actually got the hang of it. Before I was having a really hard time with it. But now that I actually kind of get what's going on with the software, I'm liking it a lot more. And it's making animating in Adobe really annoying. Because obviously Fruit Bat Fever episode 3 is about half animated, but it's all in Adobe. And it's painful to work in Adobe after working in Moho. Because Moho is just so much more intuitive. So, that's not ideal. But it is what it is. That's not gonna work. What's the easiest pony to make? The base pony! The base pony is the easiest pony to make because she has no hair. I actually don't have a base pony at the moment. I should remake my base pony. She's rigged wrong. I changed how I do the legs since I did base pony. Hence why I'm rigging off of Twilight. How do you do the mouth and nose? Okay. Slight detour. To use references on the air movements. Air movement? I use references when I'm animating. So, how the mouth works. So, to be able to have it so that when she moves her head, the mouth breaks the plane. So it can, yeah, you get what it's doing. It doesn't stay confined within the shape of the snout. It's masking. So within the mouth layer, there's a lot of layers. No, I don't use references on hair movements. I just let physics handle that, really. So to make the snout so that it breaks the plane, there's the snout layer, which is invisibly added to the mask, and then there is a second snout layer which does the colouring, which is put on mask, and then inside of that is this: the teeth, the tongue, and the inside of the mouth. It's quite weird looking, but they are done through the mouth mask, which is a cutout shape, so this subtracts from the mask rather than adding to it like most things would. So instead of adding on an extra piece, this takes away, so that when it's on the side, it's yeah, it breaks the plane basically. Now, can I finish the eyes? Which is your favourite pony version of the main 6 you've made, and which is your least favourite? My least favourite was probably the first version that I did of Fluttershy. I was really unhappy with it. I really like Fauna, like the Fauna redesign of Fluttershy now. But nobody wants to see my redesigns. They want to see the original redesigns of the original main 6. They don't want to see... You don't want to see my bits. They don't want to see my stuff. They don't like it. I use he, him pronouns, thank you. Yeah, people didn't really react well to Prism and Rosie's video. Well, actually, they react fine to Rosie. They don't like Prism so much. So I don't use them very much. Which is meh. I was planning on only using them in Moho, but here I am rigging the normal main 6. Okay, so I'm going to change the shape of the eyelashes. Yeah, it's fine though, because the original main 6, when they're more clearly identifiable, it's, means it does better in the algorithm. If there will even be an algorithm to come back to. I'm scared. Hence why I push my Ko-fi, because I will be uploading there no matter what. Hopefully. Is Rainbow Factory my favourite Grimdark? Nope. You would think it is. I love Rainbow Factory, don't get me wrong. Absolutely adore it, but my favourite Grimdark is probably either Diary of a Time Looper or The Cough. Rainbow Factory is, however, one of my biggest inspirations. Can you please make Derpy? I've made her in Adobe. I'm not currently making her in Moho until I need her, because rigging in Moho is significantly harder than rigging in Animate. Let's check the blink still works. Nope. Why did I switch to Moho? Because Adobe Animate crashes every 5 seconds. And also, it's not industry standard anymore. It was when I started, but it's not anymore. And I wanted to learn a better software. For lack of better words, Moho is better than Adobe Animate. It's much more flexible, and it is, once you've built your rigs, it's far easier to use than Adobe. Mostly because there's no symbol nesting. Symbol nesting drives me nuts in Adobe. So, if you don't animate and you don't know what symbol nesting is, in Adobe, symbol nesting is basically where you have to create a separate timeline for each object that you create, because they all have their own timelines, and you can't animate them all at the same time. You have to go into each separate piece of your character and animate them individually, and then you'll see what they look like together. Moho makes it a lot easier to animate the whole character as one piece. So it means I feel a lot less exhausted by the time I get to animating the eyes, because I always leave them for last. Because I'm putting in blinks and stuff last. So I always end up leaving them till last. And then in Adobe I don't want to do them by the end of it. If that makes sense. Is this from a base pony? No, because I haven't finished my base pony. She's broken right now. This is just from, this is from Twilight, which you can tell by the tail. I don't mind people learning to draw in my style, just please don't trace. There's a lot of people that trace. Like, you can trace to learn, I don't mind that. Don't publish your tracing. That should be your study. But really, I would recommend learning and developing your own style rather than copying another person's. Because in the long run, you're gonna want your own style. And it's far easier the earlier you start. No, I didn't use any specific pony tutorials. They don't exist. I used a lot of Little Green Dog's tutorials for Moho, like the software and how to rig, but there aren't really any pony tutorials out there at the moment. Maybe one day I'll make one. I'm not good at explaining though. So. What do I think about Blender? Oh, it's terrifying. 3D is terrifying. I don't do 3D animation, it scares me. I've made the donut, as everybody who's used Blender ever has done. I've made the donut. I don't feel like the eye shape looks right. I think it's the angle of the lower eyelid. Maybe? Do I have a professional education? I did graphic design and I did a foundation art degree, but I didn't specifically go to school for animation. I think that eye looks a lot better. Where's your VTuber? I forgot to update him. I see everybody's encountered the donut. Yeah, we've all made the donut, and then we've all never touched a donut again. Oh, you found some in Russian. I don't know Russian, so. But yeah, my VTuber, he's still the old model of my Pony Sona. I have not updated him, so he's kind of out of... He's out of order right now until I fix him. I think the eyebrows just look a bit angry. They look fine on everybody else, but I guess that's because they're not. They've got a different eye shape. Yes, we've all done the donut. I started drawing My Little Pony when I was very, very young. I started with G1, so I didn't start with the main 6. I started with, I think I probably started with Minty or Firefly. They were my favourites. I think she looks fine. I'm going to redesign her hair a little bit as well. Hi, Cherry. Make more Rainbow Factory Dash. I make so much Rainbow Factory. I'm making something else. But I do have Rainbow Factory animation in the works at the moment, so never fear. More Rainbow Factory is coming. What video game do I like? I just finished playing Deltarune. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed Deltarune. I enjoyed Undertale. I enjoyed all of Toby Fox's stuff. He's phenomenal game dev. Yes, the lore post will continue. I just have a load of commissions I need to finish first. And then we'll be on, I think I'm doing Longma. Yeah, Longma is the next one that I wanted to do. And then maybe Hippogriffs or something. I don't have a lot. People keep asking for Griffins, but I don't have a lot to add when it comes to Griffins, because I don't really know that much about them. I know about the cockatrice because I used to read a storybook as a kid that had the cockatrice, and maybe I do a cockatrice. But Rainbow Factory Dash fights the donut from Blender. No, I'm not touching Blender. I can. Moho does actually let you import 3D objects though, if you want to. It does have 3D options. So it's another reason that I'm enjoying Moho, because it has 3D options, which is what I've been doing with my backgrounds. They've been, yeah, I've been doing a lot. My next Rainbow Factory short is a labor of love, because I've been really working out how to do parallax backgrounds with it. So that should be exciting when that comes out. Do I know South Park? Not really. Have you ever finished the donut, or did you get? I gave up about video 4. I won't lie. I'm a mere mortal. I gave up on the donut. Is it a 14 point? Is it a 14 feature? No, I'm pretty sure 12. The 12.5 actually has the 3D space. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 12 still has the 3D options. I know 12 is missing liquid shapes, but I don't think it's missing the 3D options. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's not. I'd have to Google it. I'm sorry. I only do 2D really, yeah. I'm not a big fan of working in 3D. The more dimensions, the more problems. It's not to say I'll never do 3D stuff. I use Moho's 3D capabilities. I built a room earlier. I was overly proud of myself for managing to build a room. Yeah, missing liquid shapes and Vituitan bones. I've never used the Vituitan bones. I have no idea how to use them. I looked up tutorials and I still don't get it, so. Is it a room filled with rats? No, I was seeing if I could create wall textures and then just build walls instead of building flat backgrounds. The answer was I could. How did you learn this animation and generally all of this? 10 years of work down in the mines. Well, not the mines, obviously, but 10 years of learning how to animate. I think I'm gonna change Fluttershy's hair a bit. How would we feel? "10 years learning, yeah. I did my time." Yeah, actually, if you look at the date this YouTube account was started, it was 10 years ago. But we don't count that because all of that is private videos now. Because they were bad. No sé mucho inglés, pero trata de comunicarte. Todo está bien. Hablo español. Podemos hablar en español. We don't talk about our first videos. See, we agree. We agree. We don't talk about the first videos. They were bad. They were bad. Because I was 11. Who's my favourite Undertale character? It's a tough one. I do love Toriel. I really love Toriel, but I love Papyrus. That's a really hard question. I think the one that I've drawn the most is probably Frisk. And Chara? I never actually learned how to pronounce their name. Back in ye olden days, YouTube had far laxer rules. There was no ID verification stuff. There was just you lying about your age. I believe in you. You can make your stuff 3D. I just don't want to. I'm sure it's not that hard once you've actually gotten into it. Kiwi Bunny, I don't know if any of you are on TikTok, but she is the creator of Friendship Makes Magic. She had me sit down and forced me to learn how to sculpt in 3D because I couldn't figure out how to make my mouths turn around in 3D space realistically. So Kiwi sat me down and had me make a pony head in 3D. She had me sit down and learn. It did help, but also I don't like 3D. Can I be your girlfriend? No, sorry. I was in the same page, said I hated rigging, went to school, became a rigger. Yeah, that tends to be how it goes. Could you create Rainbow Factory Dash as Anthro in one of your videos? So I don't have any plans to do any Anthro work. Mostly because I don't really like how it looks with ponies. I just think it looks a bit jarring. But I do need to make a standing rig for flight scenes. So, I guess that's almost Anthro. I like that cat in the box gif. I currently have the pet song stuck in my head. Have you ever made Orion? Do I not have Orion? Oops. I forgot to save Orion. LOL! We don't need him. Anyway, it's fine. We definitely don't need him for the next video. How did you build this whole YouTube channel for me learned hobby? Do you also make Let's Plays? No, I do not make Let's Plays. Hi, Luna! No, I don't make Let's Plays. I work on a very, very slow laptop. Kinda wanna give her a bun. How old are you? I'm 21. Kinda wanna give her a bun instead of the long hair. I did just delete the bun though. What do we think? Putting it up to public vote. What do we think, guys? Ooh. Sorry, I just got distracted because I learned that I can buy a membership for chat. That's cool. I don't think I get to pick who it goes to though, I think it's random. Who's your favourite not pony character? Good question. Who is my favourite non-pony character? Probably Ember. I like Ember. You ever listen to audio video RF from Scribble? Yeah, I've listened to most of Scribbler's readings. I can't say anything else about Scribbler right now. I love Oinky Oi. Okay, cool. Pinky. That's what I thought. Though I do have to ask, if you guys see Scribbler in my comments, please stop jumping on her. Yeah. I know it's exciting, but she's human too. Please be normal. Is AI in general a danger or an easy motivation to use? I never use generative AI. I have no desire to, and I don't see the need to when I can do things better by myself. Not to toot my own horn, but AI looks bad. It just looks bad, so I'm good. I have no need to use it. And I have no want to use it. I'm a big fan of the we trained this computer to detect cancer cells. Big fan of that. Good use of it. I'm not a big fan of we trained this computer to steal from artists, because that's just wrong. And violates so many copyright laws. No, I don't know who Rainer Winkler is. Good rule of AIs, would you trust a trained pigeon to do this? Good point. Trained pigeons, they're very good at carrying letters and eating seeds. Maybe I should feed ChatGPT some seeds. Stop the robot revolution by feeding them seeds. I'm sure that'll work. Yeah, AI is kind of cannibalizing itself. Was left a little bit too unchecked and kind of ate itself. What animation program do I use? It is on the screen. Am I from Ukraine? Do I sound like I'm from Ukraine? No, because I sound like I drink tea and biscuits. No. AI ate poison a while ago. Oh, great, okay. Is it free? No. Moho's a professional software. It's been on sale on Humble Bundle. I don't know if it's still on sale, but it's been on sale on Humble Bundle for like 20 quid for the past month. The debut version is 40 quid and the pro version is like 300 quid. My favorite pony is Final Scratch or DJ Pon 3. Can you greet Rudy aus Budengruben? I'm not. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Rudy aus Budengruben? Is that right? Fluttershy has Twilight's tail right now because I'm rigging Fluttershy after I made her from Twilight. Because I forgot to make a base that's rigged up properly, so I'm just making her using Twilight right now. Yeah. I can probably delete Twilight's tail though. Oh, Fluttershy's got an easy tail. I can sing, yes. I was in musical theatre for many, many years. Real quick, what are your pronouns? Oh, hi Bex! My pronouns are he, him. Thank you for asking. Hi Bex! How you? Yeah, Bex. Choco watches my stuff. Choco's been talking here loads. And yeah, Bex watches my... Bex a channel member, I think. If Bex isn't a channel member, Bex is definitely a server mod. Can you please work on Puppet to Her Fame? I've done one singular video of Puppet to Her Fame. Yes, channel member. I thought you were, but my brain just went... And then I got nervous I was wrong. Do you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? Yes, I did. Do I play Roblox? No. She needs a tailbone. Weep. I've done Puppet to Her Fame in one of the Alien videos. I've not done it since, really. Mostly because I don't know it that well. Are you an artist? Nah, probably not. qual è il nome de applicato? Moho 14.2. Yes, I have seen The Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones. N is precious, and I'm very excited for Digital Circus tomorrow. Is this style of animating hard? Yes. Unfortunately, there's not an easy style of animating. Would you put the bones for the rig based on a horse or something else? That is a good question, actually. So, they're fairly anatomically correct in the actual bone structure that I'm using. But no, I don't base it off a horse. I base it off where bones need to be to move pieces. So, for instance, in Twilight, her tail has loads of bones. Horses do not have this many bones in their tail. They have one here and that's it. Hola, me puedes saludar. Me encantan tus videos y soy nuevo. Es mi primera video algún directo tuyo. Eres genial. Sí, así por fin te admiro. Oh, muchas gracias. How can you focus on the chat and at the same time focus on your live stream? I can't. I'm not. You're in Glitch? As in you work for Glitch? Bex, you know I speak Spanish. I don't know how you didn't know this. I've spoken Spanish several times in the server. Boop, boop, beep, boop. Yay! Now she can wag her tail. Cute. I've been dealing with a lot. Yeah, me too. Anyone else getting ad? Sorry, I have to pay the bills. If enough people donate to my Ko-fi, I'll turn off all of the ads. But until then, I'm sorry you're having ads. I like the fact that you made Fluttershy look like a deer. Where'd you get that idea? Okay, so, if you've seen the lore posts that I have been doing, you'll see that deer have magic that lets them speak to animals. Now, that was where my idea to make Fluttershy a deer came from, because I wanted there to be a reason that she could speak to animals. Because while there's like special talents and stuff in the show, being able to commune with other species without putting effort into learning a language, that's not really like a special talent. That's like magical ability. And I thought, well, what species would be like able to speak to animals? And I thought, probably deer. They're the most equine-like without being equine. Doo-doo-doo. Yes, of course you can use my inspiration. Is Rainbow Factory your favourite grimdark author? I feel like I have to say Aurora is my favourite author because I work with them. And they might pull out if I don't. I love you, Aurora, if you're watching. Can you explain your process for Sun and Moon part? Seraphims. I made them seraphims. Can you make a tutorial? Of what? What do you want a tutorial for? Have you ever animated Celestia and Luna? Yes, I have. Make a tutorial animation. Like, just in general? What do you think, guys? Should we give her a bun? Should we leave her hair down or should we give her a bun? Oh, I apologize for background noise, by the way. It's 1,000,000 trillion degrees. Do I have a Grimdark for Sunset Shimmer? No. No, I don't. I guess the Restless Corpse of Sunset Shimmer would be that. Where are you from? England. Unfortunately. Okay, Dex, I know you say no bun, but like, let's just have a look. See. Let's just look what it would look like. It doesn't look cute. Okay, her head tone is very broken right now, but do we see the vision? Do we see the vision? Yes, Twilight is supposed to look like a biblically accurate angel. What do I think about Germany? I enjoy the food. I've never actually been to Germany. I've been to Switzerland. I worked in Switzerland for a while. Need to adjust her ear bones. Well, Bex, this is, I'm rigging her for Angel of Mercy, where she is a nurse. So, what do we think? Yeah, it's the Angel of... It's the Angel of Mercy Grimdark, where... You know what happens. Euthanasia. It's 2D. Sorry. These take ages, is the answer. Depends on who I'm rigging, but they take a long time to rig. Adobe, it's a lot faster to rig them. But it takes a long time. There's... I don't know how many. I've not counted how many subspecies I've done. Probably should. I think last time I counted there was like 15-ish. Where is it? There it is. My hardest character to animate. I don't know. They're all fairly difficult, but I'm gonna say probably Cupcake's Pinky, just because she's got a lot of moving parts, and the cape is annoying because it's a mesh. How can you focus on your chat and your work in the background at the same time? I used to work in radio, so very used to it. Yeah, the cape makes everything quite difficult, really. But the cape is an important part of the character. The unicorns and earth ponies are also their own subspecies. Yep, everybody's got subspecies. I don't know. I haven't counted how many subspecies there are. I will do that. Either that or Bex will. That can be part of the job of a channel of a moderator. Counting how many ponies I made. It's not. I'm joking, Bex. I won't make you do that. There are more coming. I'm not done with the subspecies, and I'm not done with my families. Assigning Bex random work. I mean, I feel like I have to after you did the entire purge by yourself. And then your phone proceeded to die. You're very welcome to make OCs using my world building. That's what it's there for. We all felt bad for Inez, but Inez was determined. Are you using a drawing tablet? Yes. I don't think I would survive without it. Well, obviously I'd survive without it, but I don't think I'd be able to draw very well without it. Trackpad is not fun. Do you have pets? Yeah, you heard one of them earlier. His name's Panda. They are cats. That's how I realised my mic was on, because Panda said hello. Which was my favourite pony to make? I think my favourite design is Pinky and Rosie. So fun. Just so cute. Do you know Dandy's World? No. People often comment about it and I have no idea what it is. Okay. Rig the hair. She needs bones in her hair. Oh, yeah, I should probably... I did have stream mods, but they were the old mods. Community motivation. Oh well, I forgot. I'll do it later. Bex, I give you full permission to shout at anyone. Inez, I also give you permission to shout at people. Do you know any of these fandoms? Forsaken? No. Cookie Run Kingdom? No. Hello Boss and Has Been Hotel? Yes, I'm aware of those ones. Sorry. I am focusing. Now that everything's all joined, we add the script for physics. And now, when I move one bone, the rest will follow. And that's how I do hair, rather than using references. I set up a physics engine for the hair, so it pretty much does it itself. I only have to worry about the roots of the hair. I don't have to worry about the rest of it. Obviously, if I'm doing something else, like where maybe they're brushing their hair or or it's stuck on something, I can turn off the constraints and I can pose the hair individually, and like okay, now we're going to sort out the head turn, because people still think this part's AI. It's not. I build it. If it was AI, it wouldn't do this. It would know what it's doing. Oh my god, it's so broken. Right. We're going to sort it out. I've rigged Bex. I'm not showing you though. I have rigged Bex up because I'm using Bex in the upcoming Rainbow Factory animation, but I'm not showing you yet. It's gonna be a surprise. How many years have you been animating? 10-ish. 11? been animating since I was 10 and I'm 21. 11. The head sounds a little bit broken. But yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Don't worry. We'll fix it. How was MegaCon? MegaCon was good. I got really, really drunk at the after party. Yes, Specs, you have been mohoed. Oh, hello, Emil! How are you? Did you encounter any fans? One! And I also met the creators of Fighting is Magic. So that was really good. Did you read my comment? Which one? What is happening? Look, where's the art? There's the art. Did you drink the Jinx drink? I did. Did you have My Little Pony plushie or not? On me? No, but I do have a load of G1 plushies. Project video recently ran over Lyra and the wallet types. How about you make an edit of Rainbow Factory Dash runs over the failure with some kind of Pegasus device? Maybe. I don't tend to do... I'm not sure why it's doing that. There. Stay. No. Ignore the melty part of the face. We will be fixing that shortly. Will all animations switch to Moho from now on? Possibly. Not all of them. There's still a few that I'm working on in Adobe. And sometimes it is just faster to put something out in Adobe than it is in Moho. Moho is just better, really. But some people really don't like the new Moho animation style, and I get that. But, yeah, it makes my life a lot easier, and I feel like I can do a lot more. If that makes sense. I can do a lot more with my rigs. I do also love my Adobe models, don't get me wrong. Episode 3 of Fruit Bat Fever is still going to be animated in Adobe. And I will still do the occasional Adobe video because I do have the software, but ideally eventually I would like to stop having to buy Adobe because I don't like giving them so much money. Moho, one of the main reasons I picked it over like Toon Boom or anything is just because it's a one-time payment rather than a subscription. Almost sorted the eye out. Yay! But yeah. Eventually, I would like to swap entirely to Moho, but I do still have quite a few projects that are half done in Adobe, so... we shall see what happens. Will you ever animate anything from Debt to Society? Yes. Yes, I have plans. They are Halloweeny plans. I have Halloween plans for Debt to Society. I have Halloween plans for a lot of things. I'm very excited to get working on Halloween stuff. There's lots of exciting stuff. Lots of exciting stuff in the pipeline. There's stuff with something sweet to bite. There's stuff. There's also some silly stuff in there suggested by one of the voice actors that I'm very excited for, because it's just spooky month should also be silly. Do you pay for these programs yourself? Yes. Generally, I'll purchase the trial of the software. Well, I won't purchase it. They're free. Trials of software are free. Generally, I get the trial of a software, see if I like it, and then buy it or not. Would be nice if somebody paid me to use the softwares, but no. Any endorsement you see from me on software is purely from my own use of the software. Okay, that just looks like that. Cool. Your birthday's on Halloween. I'm jealous, that's so cool. My birthday's in April. Sometimes it's near Easter. It's never actually on Easter though. It's always just near. Yep, happy with that. Not happy with that. April birthday, whoop whoop. You were born on Easter. As I'm saying how I'm never on Easter. Do you know when the next The Amazing Digital Circus comes out? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Pretty sure. Pretty sure they said 15th. It should be tomorrow. I hope it's tomorrow, or I'm gonna be mad. I was playing with the rig that we borrow and watching you pass through your animation process, and wow, yeah, the Adobe models are hard. And so are the Moho ones. There's so many pieces to all of them. They require a lot of patience and love. I'm sure there are probably better ways to build the rigs. More efficient ways, but this is how I do it. This ain't how you're supposed to do it, but this is how I do it. Universal's doing some crazy Halloween stuff. No, it's okay. I'm not scare acting this year. I normally work as a scare actor over Halloween, and I'm not doing it this year, so I also am getting the major Halloween FOMO. My favorite pony is DJ Pun 3. And my favorite Grimdark is probably the Cough. Yeah, not scare acting on Halloween is going to be really weird this year. I always scare act. But c'est la vie. I'm too busy. How did I build this YouTube channel? I got really lucky with my first video that I put up. I got really, really lucky that it did really well. Yeah, I got lucky, basically. I got lucky that there was a niche audience for Pony Grimdarks. Do you enjoy making animations? Yes. I wouldn't do them if I didn't. I would like to apologize for the background noise, by the way. It is currently 1,000,000 trillion degrees. And I don't have aircon, so I have a fan on. What are your thoughts about the live action My Little Pony YouTube? No. Don't like it. Do you work somewhere else? Yes, I work in television. I work a full-time job alongside YouTube. Hence the tiredness. Do you still have to go to any special schools? Special schools? That makes it sound like, I don't know, an institution. No, I don't have to go to a special school. I do have to... I do... Yeah, no, I don't really have to go to classes. So I'm not in school, really. I have a job. Do training sometimes. Does that count? I didn't mean you were disabled. I am disabled. It was an intentional mute because my papa decided to come into my bedroom. not giving my dad the mic. My dad gets enough mic time. My dad works in radio. You still working? Do you have a Spitfire design? Do you mean Spitfire? And if so, not yet, but I will shortly. I don't know what GTA is, so no. Do you have a design for Discord? No. Because I don't know how to draw Discord. My favorite color is blue. Boring, I know. Can you tell us what lore you have on your boy spec? I don't really have any, because he's just kind of my Sona. I know some people do put lore into their Sonas, but he's just kind of me but pony. So, sorry to disappoint. He's not very interesting. Your favorite color is blue? I was certain it was red. Oh, it's so sure it was red. Mine is brown. You'd think I'd have a brown Sona, but it's blue. Fair enough. What do you think about wokeness? What? Like being awake? I don't like being awake. I like my bed. I like nap time. I'm very sleepy. All the time. Phil, what time is it for you? It's midnight, so yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream soon. But I thought, while I had decent Wi-Fi, do I have a car? Yes. Yes, I have a car. It's upside down. Sorry, I kind of forget to tell anyone I'm going live, for being honest. Mostly because I don't really schedule them, I just kind of do them on a whim. Do you have a gaming console? No, I don't. Least favorite pony to animate in Adobe? It's definitely Fluttershy. Her hair is so annoying. In Moho? I don't know. I don't have that many rigged in Moho yet. We'll find out who I hate the most along the way. Sorry, I'm so quiet. I'm so tired. YouTube is a hobby. YouTube is a second job. Yeah, I know it's midnight, but I wanted to get Fluttershy's face rigged before I went to bed. I know her eyes are still messed up, but the head turn to one side is fine. Oh no, the ears freaked out. But what's happened there? What's happened there? broken. I knew the eyes were going to be broken. Open's fine, close is still broken, squeeze is fine. In one direction. Cheeks are fine. Brows are broken too. I had drawn a picture of Speck and Flick, my kitten deadass chewed it up. No! I wanna see. She's handicapped, but it does not stop her from being a little menace. No, nothing stops kittens from being little menaces. Anyway. Thank you for joining my stream where I rigged Fluttershy and slowly went insane. I appreciate all of the support and fingers crossed YouTube sorts itself out shortly. Yippee! How do I end the stream?